Hey everybody, how's it going tonight? Figured I'd just make a little bit of a video while I'm doing dishes here. I got meatloaf in the oven right now, cooking for the wife and doing some dishes here too, just kind of help her out while she's feeding the baby upstairs. We're watching Wonder Woman on MeTV right now, so. But how's everybody's Saturday going? Looking forward to having a nice relaxing night finally, for once. Taking the weekend to catch up, reading some books. And I've got a bunch of books on my Hoopla app, which if you haven't downloaded Hoopla before, get on that. You can get it for free with your local library. I recommend it. DC is probably the biggest supporter of it. You can get a lot of fairly new books, a lot of DC Rebirth books. You can go old classics. If you want to catch up on old Teen Titans, like classic Teen Titans, which is exactly what I'm doing right now. I just got up to the point where Tara joins the Teen Titans, like she actually becomes a member. She just got a new costume, so instead of looking like a I don't know, fall fashion Galactus, she actually looks kind of normal. Let's see what else we're catching up on. Trying to finish my Shazam DC Showcase. Been picking up, Richard had mentioned a comic book called Team 7. There was a new 52 run of it that didn't last for very long, but I picked up a graphic novel from Ollie's because they had some copies of it. So I decided to pick that one up, and I'm trying to read it, and I see why it got canceled so quickly. It's a fairly very boring book. Not feeling that one so much. But what's everybody else reading there? Comment down below. Let me know what you guys are reading. If you guys are reading anything this weekend, or if you have any plans going to conventions. It's been big over the last couple of days with Jeremy from the Quartering, how he got attacked. It was, wow, that was, I mean, it's not, I'm not saying that it's like, oh my gosh, it's a big shocker, because, I mean, these idiot SJWs, but it was bound to happen. If it wasn't Ethan, it would have been Richard, but, that happened to Jeremy, so, which is that's kind of crazy. But then again, people knew that he was going to be there. He'd advertised for almost months that he was going to go anyway, regardless of anything that happened. So, what else is there to say about that? I mean, honestly, at this point, because, I mean, it's almost all but said and done. The only thing but I guess one thing I could say is, it was good that Jeremy was with some friends, that a couple people were able to help bail him out of that situation and help pry that guy off, because who knows what could have happened. I mean, once you get jumped in a fight, it just, you're on a losing edge rapidly. And all it takes is just even further of a mistake, and that guy could have really escalated things to the point where Jeremy would have had to have been hospitalized. So, I mean, my advice to everybody is stay safe out there. If you're going to Gen Con, if you're going to any upcoming conventions, if you're kind of known in your community, because I'm kind of known here a little bit around my comic book shops, or at least a couple of the comic book shops, for being a little bit more of a right-winger type. I would have to worry about being identified if I go to any of my local conventions, but I don't think my town doesn't really hold that many. I think we got like a couple around here. Nothing too big. I know, hold on. The camera's kind of all jacked up there. That's better. But when it comes to violence at conventions, the thing that these SJWs, and you know who's Micah Curtis had a really good point, and he was telling people, you know, he was really suggesting to them to really, these SJWs, they need to start dialing back their rhetoric. They need to start dialing things back. They need to start de-escalating themselves before somebody gets hurt or somebody dies. Because after this, it's just going to be a matter of time before an SJW gets a little too crazy and starts trying to hurt creators or try to hurt a fan. You know, that they see you going up and talking to like Mitch or Betty Brightweiser or talking to Ethan, or if you try, or heaven forbid they actually are able to identify you. You know, you get doxxed and they're able to identify you. They might, you know, come up and approach you and try to fight you. I think it's time. I don't think we should shy away from conventions after this. I think we actually should be showing up more in force. We need to outnumber these assholes 10 to 1, as far as I'm concerned. We need to just shove them out. It's time to overpower them in numbers, because we can overpower them in a lot of ways of strength and skill. But not to say that we should ever underestimate these people, because you really shouldn't. They can be pretty dangerous, you know. As we saw out in, what was it, Berkeley, California, there was that anti-Milo protest. By the way, this is one of my favorite mugs. This is my favorite mug, my Mega Man E-Tank mug. What I drink my coffee out of every day. Have to have it. Gotta have my energy. But we should be outnumbering them. We should be showing our support for this dying, archaic industry. Because it's the love of the art form, it's the love of the storytelling. We should be showing them that this is ours and not theirs. And we're always willing, but we are willing to share as long as people start acting right and don't act a fool and act up. Oops, sorry, pupper. Puppy dog, kitty cat. Put my head in here, see how the meatloaf's doing. It's looking good. I put it looks a little weird on the top. That's because I used guacamole flavored corn chips on it. It's pretty good. Those chips are pretty good. So I'm hoping that works out. That'll be a nice crunchy layer on top. We used eggs, onion, mustard, ketchup, all the good stuff on there. So I know this is probably a really boring video. This probably is really boring, but I figured I'd make a little bit of content here. Want to say something to everybody, Ollie? No? Yeah. What about you, Caleb? Want to say something? Yeah. Alright. That's fine. But, you know, like I had mentioned on Micah Curtis's page, though, that, honestly, with this opens up, I mean, this is like blood in the water, as far as I'm concerned now, because there's fans like myself, and there's and people who are probably a bit more quiet, you know, a lot more quieter than I am, we're just kind of just itching for a fight. We're itching for the situation to arise, because it's, you know, it's going to be a dog pile, and I'm telling you, I mean, this is, I'm itching. I'm itching. I'm not gonna look for it. I'm not gonna be the first one to throw a punch, but I'm gonna tell you, if it comes my way, I'm not gonna shy away. I'm not gonna back down. No, sir. Not, you know. And if I ever catch anybody trying to swing on Ethan or Richard or Mitch or any of the other, these big names who are, a bit more out there, everybody knows their faces, man. I mean, it's gloves off. I mean, I've got everyone's back as far as I'm concerned. So, all right, I'm just gonna call it this. Otherwise, I'm just gonna keep rambling. So later, guys.